Yo, what's up guys, your boy Eugene Smilez, and we are here to talk about WrestleMania 41. It has been very strange when it comes to the builds for a lot of these matches. I mean, it kind of started around Royal Rumble when Charlotte won, and a lot of people didn't want Charlotte to win. And it was so stupid because it was kind of like, we know Charlotte's going to win. All the commercials and vignettes and all this stuff, and she won. And it was just like, okay, we kind of knew that, and people hated it. Jey Uso won. People hated it, which I don't understand why you would hate such a over person winning the Royal Rumble. But okay, sure, whatever. But it's been a very strange build. So we're gonna go through each match that has been announced, and we're gonna go through who is probably going to win, who should win, who's probably gonna win, and if there's gonna be any kind of shenanigans going on. Now, one of the most recent matches that was announced on Raw Monday was Rey Mysterio versus Americano. What the fuck is his name again? Lucha El Grande Americano. First of all, being that all the stuff that is going on in our country right now, this character just seems very insensitive. It's giving foolishness. But Chad Gable apparently is not El Grande Americana or Americano or whatever they saying, even though we do know it is. But it will be a gag if it ends up being somebody else. But we see the body, we see the way you move it, we know it's Chad Gable. And it was this random ass match where they're like, oh, Rey Mysterio's like, I want to fight him. To be honest, this is kind of a feud that is really getting started, and I don't think anybody really cares about it. I don't know if they just wanted to put Rey Mysterio on WrestleMania, but okay, I guess. I personally think that El Grande Americano is going to win. One, because Chad Gable wasn't on WrestleMania last year. He had helped Sami Zayn. He trained Sami Zayn to beat Gunther and everything. So this is going to be like him kind of being back on WrestleMania, and it's probably going to be some mass reveal or something after he wins. This is a very stupid match, but Chad Gable's good in the ring. Rey Mysterio is a legend. I think it's going to be a good match. It should really open the first night to get the shit out of the way, but I'm going to give it to Chad Gable. I mean, El Grande Americano, Amapiano. I don't know. I don't really care. Now we have AJ Styles versus that YouTuber. The YouTuber is he's really good in the ring, so I can't hate on him or say he's not good in the ring, but this match is very random. Again, AJ Styles had that moment with Braun Breaker where he caught the shirt and they had a little stare down, and then WWE just completely pivoted away from that, which is stupid because AJ Styles is a legend. He's an icon. He's gonna give you a good match no matter who he goes against, and that's why they probably put him with the YouTuber. The YouTuber is probably going to win. You have to, when it comes to WrestleMania, you have to kind of look and be like, who's gonna win, like, and why, and if they win, what is that going to do? What stories are going to be pushed? WrestleMania is a place where we like finish stories, continue stories. It could be the first acting story to kind of start stories. So this is kind of starting a story. I don't even know what they're really even fighting for. The builds are kind of weird, but AJ Styles is an amazing wrestler, and so is Logan Paul, so it's gonna be a good match. But I think they're gonna have Logan Paul win and probably start Logan Paul's journey on trying to get a world championship title, and him and AJ will probably beef a little bit more. But I want AJ Styles to win, but Logan Paul is definitely probably gonna win that. Let's get into Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. So there was a lot of rumors that Drew McIntyre was upset. Really, Oliver? That Drew McIntyre was upset that he has Damian Priest and not like a big name. Especially when he was like hunting all the Bloodline or ex-Bloodline members, and then they kind of like pivoted from that. But to be honest, Drew McIntyre should win this. Drew McIntyre had an amazing year last year. He's one of the best people in wrestling on camera, on TV, and off camera, online, just being hilarious, trolling Punk, trolling the Usos or whoever else he was trolling. Like, he is hilarious. Drew McIntyre is amazing. I don't see a reason that Damian Priest needs to win. He doesn't really have anything going on. And I think because they're still trying to build him up, because he is now a former world champion. He won it last year when he cashed his Money in the Bank in on Drew McIntyre. It's no reason for Damian Priest to win. I think this is going to be a good pivot. So after WrestleMania, they're probably going to put him in some new programs with somebody else. And they needed to have him on WrestleMania so that his name is still elevated and still in everybody's mind. And Drew McIntyre is the best person to do that because he's great in the ring. He knows how to tell a story. And Drew McIntyre is definitely going to win this. And he's going to be back on his road to getting a title shot. And we're going to talk about that later when we get into the championship. So back to the U.S. title. So Jacob Fatu beat it's Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and it's all these fucking, I can't think of the name right now. Shit, it's late and I'm actually kind of tired, but y'all know he won that last man standing match. So I'm sorry, you about to lose. Yeah, Jacob Fatu is definitely about to win this title. He has been pretty much on fire since he stepped foot in the WWE last year, just having bangers, and he's wild and crazy and beating everybody up and moonsaulting and just doing everything. And we already know that at some point he's going to fight Solo Sikoa and he's going to fight Roman Reigns. Like, He's that man that is coming up right now, and they're giving him a big push. And this is going to be the first one. LA Knight, thank you for your services, but baby boy, you are about to lose that title again. And y'all can have a nice little feud, because LA Knight is super popular, so he's not going to go away anywhere. But him winning at WrestleMania is kind of pointless. Like, why? Why does he need to win? Unless they want to extend this, but being that Jacob Fatu went through that last man standing match, and he had a match before he lost, and or it was disqualified and all this other stuff. So Jacob Fatu is walking out with the gold, baby. He's definitely walking out with the gold, and he's gonna be shaking and tongue out and hair flipping all over the place. He's definitely walking out with the gold. They just announced the Intercontinental title. After we talk about the Intercontinental, we're going to talk about the women's titles in a minute. But he just announced the Intercontinental titles. This is going to be a good match. Braun Breaker with that fucking crazy spear that he hit Carlito with. I mean, I don't ever think I've seen him do a spear like that where he was like, Carlito was here and he like jumped. He catapulted from like back here and he kind of flew through the air and he like cut Carlito in half. It was like a samurai sword, like Fruit Ninja. He just like cuts. And Carlito even announced his funeral online after the fact. Braun is he's going to cut up. It's going to be a lot of spears. You got Penta up in there, which he's been doing his thing. He's going to be a lot of flipping and moves. And then you got Finn Balor, who is been, they're saying he's going to be getting a push soon. So, this might be that push that's starting. And then you got, I was about to say Chavo Guerrero. You got, Eddie Guerrero's son. Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic, in the match too. So we already know the Judgment Day is about to break up. And this is going to be the catalyst for that. I really want Finn Balor to win because, one, he's supposed to be getting a push, so I think this would be really good for him to get this push during WrestleMania. And he hasn't had a solo title, I don't think, since he had the Universal title way back when he had to give it up. So, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it would be really good for Finn Balor to win. Now, Dominic it's kind of been some clues. Dominic had a Latino Heat shirt on. I think he was holding the belt looking at it, and they put it next to an Eddie Guerrero picture where he had a Latino Heat shirt on, and he was looking at the belt, and I was like, it's going to be good because you don't know who's going to win. I do not think Penta is going to win because Penta is, I feel like he's on a different path, and he just got here, and I don't think they're going to give him a title on the main roster that quick and at WrestleMania. It's got to be some other story in there. Braun Breaker has been dominating. He lost the title to Jey Uso, won it back. He's been doing his thing. But I think that they are getting ready to put Braun Breaker in the title picture. I feel like he is probably going to lose. He's not going to take the pin. It's going to probably either be Finn or Dominic taking the pin. I do think he's going to lose. I don't know. Dominic? You know what? Braun's going to win. Braun's going to retain at WrestleMania. He's going to stamp his first WrestleMania. He's going to retain. And he's going to end up having a feud with probably Dominic and Finn Balor. And I do think that one of them are going to end up taking. Or maybe Penta. Or maybe Sheamus. I'm surprised Sheamus isn't here. He still needs to get his. But I think Braun Breaker is going to retain. And I think it's going to lead to something else. Either at Backlash or SummerSlam later on. But we're going with Braun Breaker. I'm gonna predict this now. We're going to say Jade and Naomi might be a contender for match of the night. So, if you don't know, Jade, Naomi, Bianca, the big three are my girls. They are my fucking girls. And this feud, talking about build-ups, the Jade, Naomi, Bianca build-up to WrestleMania has been the best build-up this year to WrestleMania. Like, ever since Elimination Chamber, because, I mean, we all know the story was a little wonky. Last year, we kept saying, what's going on? Are they even researching? Are they even trying to find out? You know, and it was a lot of, Triple H said basically he didn't know when Jay was going to be able to come back. So they kind of were pausing the story and not really making a lot of moves in it. But soon as, you know, we knew Jay was coming back, they started to move the needle a little bit on it. And that Elimination Chamber attack when Jay, first of all, Jay looks fucking amazing. Jade, Naomi, and Bianca look fucking amazing. And Jade walking out there, of course, bodied, black contacts, this little bob combed over, oiled and greased. And then the way she beat Naomi ass in that motherfucking cage, baby. This match is about to be good. And then we were really that fucking, I did it. That whole segment, I'm sorry. I had to go back and like rewatch how good the segment is. And then Naomi has really stepped into her heel era online. She is trolling and she beat up B-Fab and Eugene and like Naomi is gonna be the #1 heel of the year. And this is gonna be a catapult. Now a lot of people are saying, you know, they want Naomi to win. Naomi should win. And then people are saying Jay. Some people are saying Jay should win. I'm not seeing a lot of people saying Jay should win. Who should win? It should be Naomi. This is a huge feud. Naomi is, you know, a vet in the game. She's worked very hard to even get to the point where she has a storyline like this. She's never had a storyline this deep, this popular. What's also dope is not only is she a heel, but people are still cheering her. When they showed her at SmackDown before she fought B-Fab, she got a pop. People fuck with her. Jade, I don't know. Jade hasn't really established herself as a face yet. She was kind of default a face because she was helping Bianca and Naomi. But I don't know if she's been she's connected with the fans yet. People are cheering her. They like her. We like Jade. But I don't know if they connected yet. But how this should go, Naomi should definitely win the match. She should win the match, of course, by cheating and doing anything underhand and just it should be a banger. They should make it a Falls Count Anywhere or a hardcore match or a cake. Like they should. But I do think we're gonna get 3 matches, probably 3 PLE matches out of this. Kind of like what they did with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk this is the opportunity. Naomi should win. Now, I have a slight feeling that Naomi could have some backup. Good thing is Naomi ain't no punk. She ain't running. Like, she's fighting Jade. Jade she's beating her up a little bit more than she's beat up Jade. But the Meta Girls, I'll make a little prediction. I think the Meta Girls who are in NXT right now might pop up and help Naomi. There's no reason for them to help Jade. And this could kind of have a crew versus crew thing. If Michin and B-Fab still are like friends and partner with Jade and then Naomi and the Meta Girls, it could be a 6-woman tag match on Raw, or you got those two teams that they can fight each other. But I think Naomi is probably going to win. She should win, and I think the Meta Girls might jump in the match. Side note, if Naomi loses, she should lose the match, but then beat the fuck out of Jade. Like, she needs to attack Jade after the match, bloody Jade face, and it needs to be like this last scene of Jade getting off the mat and looking up with her, you know, she's gonna have her silver gray hair and blood just all. I don't know if you want to blade Jade. I don't know if women blade like that, especially black women. But even if y'all got a little packet, y'all can put on her head. I need to see Jade's face. Like, you know what? No, Naomi need to win, and she need to bloody Jade up, and there need to be a nasty picture of just Jade's face covered in blood, looking like she just want revenge, and then Jade and Naomi can go and fight 2 more times, and then be done with it. Jade can win the second one. I think Naomi should win the third, and then maybe sometime down the line at King of the Ring or something like that, if we have it, or Evolution, they should probably finish the rivalry. And I think Naomi should win, because Naomi needs to win her championship. I think she should win the Money in Bank, and I think she need to win her championship this year. So we definitely going with Naomi. Up next, we have Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. So I fuck with Charlotte Flair. I haven't really gotten into Tiffany. I think she's like good in the ring. She's okay. She's good in the ring. She's alright. I think she's like very athletic and everything, but I just haven't connected with her. And a lot of the people that like Tiffany are just like a lot of people that like Rhea, is like these horny men that just like pretty girls or sexy girls, and they're lusting over them, and that's why they're cheering for Tiffany, because Tiffany, literally since she's been on the main roster, her mic skills suck. She sounds nervous when she talk. Even when she was talking that shit to Flair last week, and she was like, "Oh, you're 0-3," like she was kind of stumbling over her words because she knew what she was saying was fucked up. And but that has helped the rivalry, and we know Charlotte is she can get a little tough, and I feel like we're gonna get a very stiff match, especially when they're saying these women don't like each other right now. They're saying it's a lot of heat between them, but you know, I know Charlotte is a professional, but I think she's going to beat Tiffany's ass. They need to definitely loosen up the rules. Let them go at it, hitting hard, like stiff matches, stiff moves. Of course, still take care of each other, but they need to put the fuck on, because the bill has kind of been crap until recently. And then it's been kind of like disrespectful. And I know Charlotte is low-key pissed with her because she's Charlotte Flair. But I think that Charlotte is going to win only because she always wins when she comes back. And Tiffany kind of needs to earn her stripes. She won her title, one because of Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair hit the KOD on Nia Jax. Tiffany threw her out the ring and cashed in and pinned her. So she kind of won it on some bullshit, right? So Tiffany winning at WrestleMania, it'd be like, okay. But Charlotte needs to win, which is going to piss off the fans even more. And this can help build their feud more, because Charlotte can be like, you know, you might be young or whatever like that, but bitch, I beat you at WrestleMania and took your title. and Tiffany can win it back. Tiffany can kind of fight her way back through the ranks, or go to SummerSlam or whatever and win it back later. But I think Charlotte needs to win that to kind of solidify her comeback, and then she can lose it later on. But I think it's gonna be a really good match. I think it's gonna be a lot of stiff moves. Jey Uso and Gunther. I fuck with Jey Uso. I hope he's been in like training and adding more moves to his arsenal, because that match last year with his brother and all them super kicks and all, I was just like, baby, I was a big fan of Shawn Michaels, so a super kick used to mean something, but now everybody doing super kicks, and I'm just kind of like, y'all ain't got nothing else to do? Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. So, one, Jay's going to win. It's no reason for Jay to lose. He's not going to probably have a long reign, but he's definitely going to win. Two, it's going to be a fight. I feel like they are going to let they're going to let a lot of the rules for some of these matches, Jade and Naomi, definitely this match, they're going to let the rules, they're going to bend the rules a little bit. Jey Uso came out Friday, was it Monday? Friday? Monday. He came out all black, no yeet on his shirt. He had yeet on his glasses. He didn't yeet. He didn't dance. He said, like, the promo, he was serious. And that's what Jay needs, because a lot of people have been saying he's a meme. He is a caricature and all this other stuff. And Jay is going to have to beat Gunther's ass. And Gunther is very good at storytelling, because even after the promo, Gunther was looking a little spooked. I think Jey Uso is going to surprise us. They're going to have a very good match. It's not going to be a super athletic match. I think it's going to be a storytelling match. The way they're going to do the match is going to be a lot of stories. It's going to be a lot of fighting. It's going to be on and popping. And Jey Uso is going to have a huge yeet parade, or whatever the fuck you call it. He's going to have a huge yeet thing after the match. Because he ain't gonna yeet before the match. I don't think he gonna yeet before the match. He gonna be serious as hell, but he gonna yeet and yeet after the match. Which is sucks that they're not main eventing night one, because it would be a great way to end the show. But y'all gotta put these three people with this sorry build in there. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. Roman Reigns has had Paul Heyman. CM Punk was owed a favor. CM Punk said, you need to be in my corner. So now Paul Heyman is in CM Punk's corner. But then Seth Rollins didn't curb stomp him and said, oh, now you owe me a favor. What do I think is going to happen? There's absolutely no reason for Roman Reigns to win. He is a huge star. He just needs to be on the card because he's a huge star, and of course he's a draw, and it adds to the story. And Roman Reigns is gonna probably be gone after WrestleMania for a while. I at first was thinking CM Punk was gonna win, but the swerve will be Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins is probably the least popular of the three, and he's like the wild card to win. And Paul Heyman turning on both CM Punk and Roman and going with Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins getting this win, especially when he's been like losing, because he lost to Cody Rhodes, he lost the title last year, and he lost the tag team match with Cody Rhodes. Like he lost twice last year. So So, I think Seth Rollins is going to win. It's going to lead a whole new story and era to Seth Rollins, and he's probably going to end up going towards the championship and stuff too. But Seth Rollins, with the help of Paul Heyman, will be beating CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And, Bianca, Io, and Rhea Ripley. This has probably been one of the most frustrating builds, because one, it should have just been Bianca and Rhea because everybody's been wanting to see that match. They're the two most popular women on the roster, like the two most over women. Bianca's like the face of the company. Rhea Ripley's super popular. So Rhea Ripley's so popular that she's acting like a crybaby heel, and the fans are still cheering her. I don't know if they're cheering her because they're horny or, or what. But they're literally starting to boo Bianca, which is annoying as fuck. Cause why are you booing Bianca? And she's right. She's telling the truth. She won Elimination Chamber. So why are y'all booing her? And it was kind of weird that they shoehorned this Io Sky into here. I guess because Io and Bianca always put on great matches. So Io is going to put on. But she's just a transitional champion. So I'm glad that she has the title. She's able to enjoy it for a little bit before Bianca takes it. Because yes, Bianca will be winning at WrestleMania. Will make her record 5-0. There's no reason for Io to win. Io is popular and stuff like that, but she is a transitional champion. Kind of like with when Becky Lynch won the title because Rhea got hurt and then Becky Lynch lost it to Liv Morgan. Yeah, Io is shoehorned into this match because she is really good. Her and Bianca are really good together. And they're going to put on a good match with Rhea, but she has no reason to win. And there's no reason for Bianca to end her streak. Whenever Bianca ends a streak, especially because they are making it a deal about the streak, whenever that ends, it needs to be a big story. Like when Undertaker's streak ended. It needs to be a big thing. It needs to be something that we are like, the guy was like, it needs to be that. So, and Rhea is on a whole new trajectory where she is not focusing on the things she needs to focus on. She's kind of being a crybaby and kind of pouting her way through and acting like a little kid. Even Charlotte Flair called her a little kid. So Rhea definitely needs to lose. Rhea needs to take the pin. Bianca needs to crash out and she needs to pin Rhea, and then you can start the Rhea and Bianca feud, which can go a couple months. But then I don't think that Rhea needs to beat Bianca within, these feuds. I think it needs to come back around maybe at the end of the year. They're supposed to be going to her home country for one of the PLEs, so that can be the time that Rhea wins her title back. But yeah, Bianca's walking out the champion, and y'all could be fucking mad about it all you goddamn want to. I don't care. Next we have, is that everything besides Mr. Cody Rhodes and John Cena? John Cena is probably going to win. I don't know. I feel like they might have Cody win, and there's going to be some shenanigans going on. Because John Cena winning now, and he's like part-time as hell. Is he going to be around if he wins? Or is he going to win the title and literally disappear and we're not going to have a title? I don't see the point. I don't know. If they want to do some foolishness like that, something different, have John Cena win. John Cena disappears with the title. He pops up here and there, and then John Cena can defend it against CM Punk. He can defend it against Drew McIntyre. He can defend it against Cody again. But I kind of feel like Cody is going to win, and John Cena is going to have to fight his way back for another championship that he could possibly win at the end of the year. And John Cena can terrorize. He can terrorize. He could terrorize the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and end up winning it maybe later at SummerSlam or something like that. But I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Cody. Cody's going to win. It's going to be some shenanigans. It's going to be something to go on, but Cody's going to win. Now, they do have a gauntlet match for the women's tag team title. Number one contenders, I don't really care. I think Liv and Raquel are going to retain, and I think they're going to end up beefing with the Bella Twins. And we do have, we don't know what they're going to do with the men's tag team titles, but I do think the New Day is going to end up winning the tag team titles somewhere between now and WrestleMania. And I also think that the Street Profits, wherever they're going to be doing, they're going to retain if they end up defending their titles at WrestleMania, because they need to have a long streak. And the New Day needs to have a long heel run with the tag team titles, because they're one of the most, decorated tag team champions of all time in WWE and in wrestling period. Now, the women's Intercontinental and U.S. titles are not being defended. Triple H don't give a fuck about them. One of them needs to go to either Jade or Naomi. I think Jade needs to definitely take that women's U.S. title and make it mean something, because Chelsea Green is being a joke with it. But what do you guys think? Do you think my predictions are correct? Put your predictions in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all next year. And EST.